Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
My goodness, here we go. Ah, yes. I can't make my mind up. Is it better without that light like that? Or is it better with it like that, LG? What do you think?
That's an LG question.
Yeah, I'm going to go
better
with that.
with it off because it doesn't match. The colors don't match the other light you have on.
That makes sense. All right, so you have to deal with Taylor in the twilight, in the dark. How y'all doing? My word.
Check me out.
Look at you. Dang. God dang. You know, it's funny that you've decorated because I'm in the middle of moving, so my shit looks like almost looks like a jail cell. Except if it weren't for Nolan Ryan here behind me, I'd have a jail cell. Looks good, man. I like it. You're looking nice.
Yeah, some stuff that Kobe stuff Fitted Threads gave to me.
I love that, man. That's super cool.
And I took I stole a surfboard from Texas Cheer.
I see that.
And then I got the bear sign from Cuts by Jones. Something.
Very good.
Something.
You playing fantasy football this year?
I'm gonna play in the Slackers League.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's the only one I'm playing in. That's, you know, if it was not for Slackers, I would not be participating. But they're our studio sponsor, and August 31st. Get right into it.
Right into you want to?
They're going to be doing
with that. Here we go.
Yeah, let's do it. August 31st.
I got the shirt on tonight.
6 year,
coincidentally, about that
6-year anniversary at the St. Mary's location, the only one we have not been to yet. So we're making our 5th stop at Slackers. It's going to be you're going to do the UT postgame show. UTSA is going to have an after party. It'll be our first time out there at St. Mary's, so should be a good time. Y'all got plenty of time to make plans to come out and hang with us, and as Mike would say, make us look good.
Yeah, make me look good with the freaking sponsors, man. You know,
I need a Slackers fantasy football team named Thunderdome. Help me out.
All right, Caleb Williams fingernails. That's kind of long.
I know
it is a little long. Caleb Williams?
I don't know, dude. I suck at fantasy. There was a time I was good. There was a time I was good, and then I took some time off and went back and played, and I sucked.
Me too. I'm terrible at it.
So I might be just donating money, but that's fine. It'll make
that's
I think we're gonna do waiver wire Wednesdays.
Oh, okay.
Waiver wire Wednesdays. Yeah, we'll do waiver wire Wednesdays when the season starts, and I'll have Thunderdome help me out.
Did you just make an announcement?
Yeah, I did. But me and LG talked about it with them. We talked about it with them on Tuesday, but I think it's only right that we bring it up today. And we're going to do waiver wire Wednesdays. I need Thunderdome's help because fantasy is not my thing. Yeah, I should just call it In the Building, right?
Yeah, dude,
that's the best way.
Yeah.
It's branded.
The name of this show is not branded yet where we need it to get, man. We got to sear these things into the brains of people.
Yeah.
In the building.
It's In the Building.
Absolutely.
Duh.
Yeah.
Kind of stupid ass question was
so
that?
That's your name. Yeah. In the building. That's good. All right. Well, good. I am horrible at fantasy football. I used to be really good at it because I got way into it. I ran a league for years with my family and like my brothers and cousins and all of our buddies and stuff. And I was super into it. I'd get 2 or 3 books as soon as they all came out. I would study that shit like I was studying a world history course in college, man. And was ready to roll and had a cheat sheet and had my own thing. Had a draft at my house, but I got busy and had 2 more babies and I did not have the time to dedicate. And, you know, once I got over to Ticket 760 back in the day, my excuse was, well, I'm a big time talk show host now. I don't have time to analyze fantasy football because it takes away from my ability to watch real football. You know,
it does though. It really does.
It actually does.
It changes the way you watch football.
It can.
Like you're literally sitting there, especially like when you get to the playoffs, and you know, God willingly, you're in the championship. You will sit there and root against your team,
right?
Because you got someone else on the other team, and it just became too much trying to keep up with them. There was a time I was doing 4 or 5, but I would win 3. So I would use that money for Christmas shopping. But then I was like, I just don't feel like doing it anymore.
Right. So Slackers, August 31st. That's a Saturday. The Longhorns kick off at 2:30, I believe.
Yes,
and
UTSA
Rudy and I
2:30.
and LG will have Longhorns postgame show live from Slackers, the official studio host of In the Building on that Saturday at the St. Mary's location. So you Longhorns, you Longhorn honks, and there are still many of you in this town. Many of you couldn't find the mathematics building if I gave you a compass and Siri to help you find it because y'all asses don't ever. I'm a Longhorn fan. Okay, you ain't been to Austin in 10 years. It's okay. Got a lot of T-shirt Longhorn fans in this city. I am one of them, and we're going to talk Longhorns all season long, all 12 games. And this, because it's the opening week, we're going to kick off our Longhorn postgame show at Slackers, the St. Mary's location, August 31. So thank you to Slackers and the boys over there, Wally and Mikey and Frank and everybody who works over there. Thank you. It is In the Building. It's late night edition. We all have 14 jobs, and I appreciate y'all that are watching this thing live. A lot of y'all don't watch it live, but for you boys that actually watch this thing live, it touches my heart to know that people are going to jump in here at 10 o'clock at night on a Wednesday night when we're doing this show tonight and actually watch this thing and comment on this thing and tip this thing. Thank you to Luis Flores, already with a $5 super chat donation. Thank you, Luis. Good evening, fellas, and thank you. You can tip us via the super chat. You can tip us $1 or $1 million. We'll take whatever you got, and it keeps our show rolling. Or you can jump in there and just do the Buy Me a Coffee, which LG will put a link to the Buy Me a Coffee. You can donate money that way, too. Thank you. It is late Wednesday night. Let's just jump into it. It's Wednesday. We traditionally start with our punches. So let's get to it early. It's People I Want to Punch Wednesday, presented by the law office of Orlando Kell. So I'm not sure who to – so, all right. So I'm going to punch – I'm going to punch the lady who stole the chicken.
Come on, Mike.
Well, I mean –
she had to have a good reason to steal $1.5 million. First of all, who determined that it was $1.5 million worth of chicken wings? Who determined that?
I'm looking at it right now to figure out where the hell they got that dollar value. That's a lot of chicken. So I'm going to go and punch this lady. She's 68 years old. And I may live to regret this because, I mean, maybe she's down and out, you know. And golly, I reserve the right to retract this punch, but Chris Jones is the reason why this story is even viral now. Thank you to Ram Hernandez. $9.99. Mike, I have a cooler surfboard for you. Can't let Rudy outdo you. LOL. If you can't dodge it, ram it. All right. Well, send me a picture of the surfboard, Ram, and I'll take a look at it. So Chris Jones of the Chiefs, arguably the best defender in football. Arguably. Certainly top 10.
Fair.
Certainly top 10. Has decided that he's going to help a convicted chicken wing thief.
They sentenced her to 9 years, bro.
That sounds harsh.
Come on, dog.
So Chris Jones, I'm going to get my numbers right, has offered to pay $1.5 million. This woman was a cafeteria worker, got hit with a 9-year sentence for stealing 11,000 cases of chicken wings. She's 68 years old. Her name was Vera Liddell. Punch Vera Liddell.
Wow.
Stealing money. She stole food from kids, though, man. This is a tough one because she worked at this elementary school in Chicago and had been working there for dang near 10 years. She has pleaded guilty to stealing millions in flats and drums over a 19-year
Why do they got to say flats and drums?
Flats and drums.
What other wing is there? Did they invent a new wing that I don't know about?
Boneless, I don't know. So ultimately, she got caught. The school did an audit and like, wait a minute, where's that $1.5 million in chicken wings we're missing? So enter Chris Jones, the 3-time world champion chief, one of the best players in the league. He actually just signed a deal in the offseason. Was a 5-year deal, about $160 million. So in other words, he's got chicken wing money.
Got you.
And he's looking to make a deal to free Vera. It says he'll pay for the wings that she stole to get her free. So Chris Jones is offering to literally send $1.5 million to the Chicago or the state of Illinois correctional system if they'll let her out. It don't matter if he offered $10 million. I don't think the state of Illinois can let you just go because someone gave money if you've already pleaded guilty and then been convicted and sentenced. Alex in here, Mike. You always preach forgiveness. I do always preach forgiveness. Not every single.
I'm not saying.
I wasn't saying free Charles Manson. I mean, there's exceptions to that,
Look, I'm not saying that you don't have to pay a debt to society for stealing $1.5 million worth of anything, but there's that 9 years is insane. I'm not saying don't punish her. 9 years is excessive, dude. That's all. She's 68 now. I don't know what the punishment is. I just know 9 years is too long. I think I could get out quicker at a bank robbery. Right.
So was she selling the wings that she stole?
So what are you asking? Was she doing plate sales on the weekends? Is that what you asking?
I mean, if we're talking about $1.5 million worth of chicken, she wasn't just cooking that for her grandbabies. I mean, she was selling that stuff. Or if I find out she was giving it to the homeless or something, though, I might retract my punch. Alec, I might retract my punch. It's a tentative punch, though, because that's a lot of money to be stealing from a school. I just took a job at a school. I just took a job at a school that's socioeconomically below average. And I don't take kindly to stealing from children, no matter who you are, how old you are. So I'm going to punch her right now, but it's not in blood. It's not in ink. It's a pencil punch. It's in pencil. I might erase it. All right. Who you punching tonight and why?
The judicial system and their weird ways of sentencing people. This isn't new. I don't. And again, this isn't. Rudy's going to the race card again. No, I'm not going to race
here we go. Of course, you protect that black woman. She's white. You tell them she's got 20 years.
I wouldn't give a shit. No, I'm just saying, like, it's just so weird. Like, I think we had a convicted child sexual assault dude participate in the Olympics.
Yeah,
okay. I thought so. I was okay. That's a fact. I'm like, wait, so. You can rape a child
in some countries,
participate in the Olympics, but you steal some drums and flats and you go for 9. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Punch the judicial system. I mean, these judges, they have so much power. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you 9, Vera. Vera, I'm gonna give you 9. That's insane to me.
I normally don't have. I usually defend folks that steal food, but. One point, she was just stealing. If she was stealing enough just to feed her family because she was poor, I mean, cafeteria worker, she ain't making nothing but minimum wage. Although she'd been there about 10 years, so maybe she's making, what's minimum wage in Chicago, like $20. They have a pretty high minimum wage. Maybe she's making $30, which in the city of Chicago is like 10 because of it's an expensive city. So if she's poor and she's eating those chicken wings and giving them to people. I have a lot of sympathy for that. But if she's hustling them, selling them by the boxload so she can fund trips to Mexico, I don't know. I haven't. We wouldn't even know about this story if Chris Jones had not responded to it and made this thing blow up. So there's your football news of the day. Chris Jones is trying to bail out some lady who got sent down to the clink for stealing chicken wings. Jeez.
It's insane.
Yeah. AJ's.
And if I'm Chris Jones, I say, if she's not getting out, whatever school, y'all can't have my $1 million.
No, of course. No. It's only if she gets out. If he really wants,
they're not going to let her out. They're not going to let her out.
That's unfortunate. Maybe people will show up and protest or something. I mean, 9 years is ridiculous. AJ's in here talking about Brett Favre. Brett Favre stole millions and millions of dollars from the welfare system in the state of Mississippi and has been a total denying jackass ever since he got caught. When he's on record on the phone talking to the politician that was also involved, hey, we got to figure out how to make this happen here at Southern Miss. Stealing money from the welfare system so they can improve the facilities at Southern Miss where he went to school. Heinous
when he could
crime.
Just scratch that check.
He ain't done a day in jail, and this old lady's going to prison for 9 years. But again, that's the state of Illinois and the state of Mississippi, and that's Brett Favre, and she's just a lowly cafeteria worker, and that's highly unfortunate, very unfortunate. All right, so Luis is saying Tupac got bailed out on $1.4 million. Yeah, but she's already been sentenced. She's already been convicted. Right? As far as that's what I read earlier today. This isn't she's just waiting on bail. This is Dunsky. The trial's done happened. She pleaded guilty. Sweet woman. She probably pled guilty because she didn't want to lie. All right, you know what? I take my punch back. You know what? Punch me for punch.
No, we can hold on to it until we figure it out.
I feel bad about it. Nah, dang it. All right, LG, do you have anybody to punch? You haven't punched nobody in weeks.
I want to punch that microphone that Rudy's got now.
What did I do now?
You're the one that bought it for him.
I know.
He told me it was good.
I think it's like overly sensitive because we hear every single breath now. Let's put it down, like maybe like lower than your mouth. There.
I don't hear him.
Well, I do, and everyone in the chat does. So.
All right. Well, I'm hard of hearing. So
how about but can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. It's
okay,
just,
cool.
It's just too sensitive on your breaths. So.
No.
We got to get you a laptop and a real freaking setup.
You sound great.
Instead of the West telemarketing microphone.
Outside of the breathing, you sound great. Yeah, you look like Jake from State Farm waiting on a call.
I love my new microphone compared to the white headphones.
No, it sounds better, but it's really sensitive. And there's no adjustment on it. So you're good now.
Would you? One of these days, when are we getting the little, what do you call those mics that hang onto your shirt? When are we getting them?
Labs? LG has some.
Those are not.
I've been told that labs
friendly.
are in our future. They're not podcast friendly?
No.
Okay.
But it'd be good for like a TV show.
Oh.
But if your whole thing is audio, you want to have the best mics for your voice.
Well, get us off Spotify and just have us do YouTube. Does that make a difference?
Tell me when. Sorry, Spotifyers. We're going
no,
off
hell, we got members on
Spotify.
We can't do that. No, hell, we can't do that. That's unfortunate. All right, what else tonight? We got lots going. Did you see the white boy cologne that Will Levis, the Titans quarterback, is pimping? This is a real story. Maybe I'm going to punch Will Levis. Actually, if you know what, if I you know what, retract my punch for Miss Vera, and I'm going to tell you the Will Levis story in a second. But thank you to Orlando for bringing us people I want to punch. The official family lawyer of our show is Orlando Kell. It is highly unfortunate that 50% of the married people in this America we live in are going to get divorced. It is going to happen. Too many people decide to get married, which is why we have 50% divorce rate. But nonetheless, those are the facts, and a divorce lawyer, a family lawyer, is absolutely necessary. And our guy, Longhorn great, Orlando Kell, Mr. UT Law himself, by way of El Paso, Texas, now repping San Antonio, is here in Bexar County. And if you need a family lawyer, whether you're thinking about getting divorced, maybe you've been served with a divorce paper, and you need defense, our guy, Orlando Kell, he takes all, you got all that. I know you get divorced sucks. You're emotional. You got kids. It's horrible. Orlando handles the parts that make it hard to handle yourself because you're emotional. Orlando it's a business decision. When you get into the system, when you're getting a divorce, now it becomes a negotiation, like any contract negotiation, employer, two people breaking up from a business. No different to Orlando. He'll take care of that part for you. Believe me, you need somebody in your corner that'll do that with the emotional attachment, and it's Orlando Kell, 210-775-4995, or you can email our guy directly, orlandokell@gmail.com, orlandokell@gmail.com. The other NFL news of the day. So y'all know who Will Levis is. He's trying to become the starting quarterback long-term up in Tennessee. So he's doing a bit where he's pimping mayo-smelling cologne, mayonnaise-smelling. So I got this. This is out of Food and Wine magazine. It says mayonnaise is one of the most versatile condiments any of us have in our fridges. First of all, LG, do you like mayonnaise on anything?
Yes.
What do you put mayonnaise on? Like tuna?
Everything.
Sandwiches?
Tuna, sandwiches,
burgers?
French fries, burgers.
Okay. French fry. Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually,
wait, time out, LG. Time out. So you're mayo over mustard?
No. No.
All right, but
Mustard's
you like
my
it.
all-time favorite condiment. But
All right.
I like mayonnaise too. So I use mayonnaise instead of ketchup for fries.
All right.
I don't like ketchup very much.
Hellman's is a major mayo distributor.
Yeah.
Trying something totally different. Hopes we'll all start to see mayo as a fragrance. This is a bullshit bit. So Hellman's has partnered up with Will Levis, the Titans quarterback, to release Will Levis number 8. Thank you, Steeler Rob. 1999. Fund me start for Rudy's laptop and mic. Thank you. We'll get Rudy a real laptop with your donations. It's called Will Levis number 8. It is a cologne that is for real, no bullsh, related. It is based on the smell of Hellman's signature mayonnaise. It just came out. It's got hints of tart lemon, coffee, musk, vanilla, and something that the company, Hellman's, is calling, quote, mayonnaise accord. So Will's been working with Hellman's.
Is it edible?
No, but you spray it on your neck and chest, I guess. What the frank is that?
No, thanks.
Will said he thinks it's fun. Will says he got quoted today as telling the media up in Memphis that it's just a stupid thing that he thought was funny to do. It's just a bit, but they're actually going to release it onto the market.
How about you?
Is Hellman's in trouble? Are they about to file for bankruptcy? Is Duke's Mayo catching them in sales?
No.
What are they doing? They're spending money that they're so successful. They're just going to throw away a marketing budget on some BS bit like this.
That's what it is.
Punch the CEO of Hellman's for wasting our time, and punch Will Levis. He's getting paid to pimp something he's never going to use.
Yeah.
It's a good bit. It's a good bit because we're all talking about it.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned if it's
marketing.
Maybe
when
it
does
is
mayonnaise
edible.
ever put money into marketing? Never.
You don't have to.
Maybe it is edible, Rudy. Who knows? Maybe if you spray it on certain parts, it can be consumed or licked. Or
I think certain parts probably smell like that naturally after a long day of work.
LG, dude. God, man.
You don't need a spray if you smell like that.
Oh, geez. Will Levis is a cocky dude, though, so I'm not shocked that he's doing a bit like this. What did he say? I think he said something at the Combine last year before he got drafted. He said something like, I'm Will. I think he was doing an interview with TV. He said, I'm Will Levis, and I'm here to take it over. He said something to the effect that he was there to take over the Combine. Okay. Kenny Powers.
But he did a bit where he eats mayo out the jar or something as the reason why this is a thing.
Oh,
that
is that
was
what
the
thing? Is that what led to this BS?
Thing. That was a thing last year. Something happened. Something got out about him just chowing down on straight up mayo.
Maybe he's got a mayo fetish.
Gross.
My mom used to get mad at her, but my sister used to go into the fridge and take a stick of butter and just eat the butter until my mom caught her and made her stop that shit.
Your sister did that? She
did.
the butter?
Yeah.
That is cringe, man.
She was like 5 or 6, and I was like, I'd just be looking at her like, you're adopted.
Gross. Oh, people are saying that Levis also puts mayonnaise in his coffee.
There's something. It was something mayo related.
What's up, Ernest Ibarra? That's my boy from Chatterbox. I remember Ernest from Chatterbox Studios. Me and LG worked with him for a little while.
What up, Ernest?
Ernie and Collective on that 3 Cents podcast. What's up, Ernest?
Ernie
Zuniga.
Oh, no.
So I got Ernest and Ernie. Had 2 Ernests.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ernest owns Chatterbox Studios, podcast company down on the east side.
I'm black. We don't do mayo.
What? We just reach down, pull the lever here in the car. Black folks don't eat mayonnaise. Is that what you just told me?
No.
So do I need?
Did you ever watch Undercover Brother with Eddie Griffin?
No, but do I need to teach this to my kids for Black History Month in February? Black people don't eat mayonnaise.
I would advise against that.
Okay, we won't lead a classroom with that.
There's like 7 of them that do, and the nice thing you want is the kids' parents showing up. Why did you tell my child we don't eat mayo? You don't want that. No stereotypes in year one.
You'd be proud of me. So I told you that the teacher before me left a whole bunch of stuff in the classroom. I think he abruptly left. And so he left a bunch of stuff.
You think?
Yeah. So I had to clean out a bunch of stuff that he left. So I was going through some shelves today. I had a little bit of time on my hands this morning before school started. And I had these big, huge, like cardboard canisters. They were these cylinder things, like you mail documents in, they're rolled up, shaped like a big cylinder. And I popped it, and inside was about 300 like little plastic play cards, like little posters of great African Americans in history. And so I saved that. Some of the stuff that he left, I'm going to save. Most of it I'm getting rid of because a lot of it's too old school, because he had a bunch of old school stuff in there, which everything we do now is on a Chromebook. Could you imagine when we were 10, there'd be a Chromebook that would have all of our work on it? Anyway. And so I saved a bunch of that stuff.
What the fuck is the internet? So
we're going to start. So in February, if I haven't been fired yet, because they discover that I don't have a certification, or my principal watches this show, if I'm still there in February, I got some real fun games planned for February. Unless I run out of material before then, I'm just going to bust it out. I mean, why wait till February?
Right. It's Rudy, world history.
It ain't too soon to teach my kids about the black man.
Yeah, it ain't even a leap year. You ain't got to wait. Speaking of famous black people, rest in peace to famous Amos, black man. The famous Amos Cookies, he died today.
Really?
Yeah, he was a brother.
How old was he?
But see, he was smart enough to not let people know he was black, because everybody liked him. He was like, you know what? Everybody liked this shit. I ain't gonna even tell y'all that I'm black, because y'all. Yeah. So shout out to famous Amos. He died today. He was in his 90s.
Oh man.
I think everybody used to have those out the damn vending machine. Little tan bag, famous Amos, little bitty chocolate chip
Love
cookies.
them. They're hard. They're crispy. I love them.
They're crispy.
They're real thick. Okay. Yeah. No. Here we go. Okay. I have seen this guy before. Wally Amos Jr., founder of the famous Amos Cookies, known and beloved nationwide, has died at the age of 88. Oh man.
88. I thought it was 90. Okay.
Okay. Well, good for him. Born in Tallahassee, Florida. Wally built his brand from one bakery in 1975 in Hollywood, California. That's a good idea. I'm going to start a cookie shop in Hollywood. Worked out fine. Oh, yeah, I've seen his face before. There's Wally eating a bunch of cookies. I recognize him. I've seen that. I've seen him before on TV and stuff. Well, dang, I didn't see that. Well, good. We have celebrity death on our hands tonight. We may have I don't know if it's the death of a career, but it's damn sure a setback.
What's up?
You see the big Vikings news today?
Unfortunate,
JJ's
man.
Done. Golly, man.
JJ McCarthy, they decided to shut him down.
Michigan curse. They're never going to win another natty because of all the cheating. Harbaugh's going to suck in L.A. with the Chargers.
And Harbaugh's no longer the honorary captain, whatever that means.
They took a knee on that. They're not going to do that. Yeah, it was a giant middle finger to the NCAA when they decided to name him the captain after he come out that he'd been cheating his ass off and got suspended from college football for 4 years. Then Michigan announces he's going to be there flipping a coin for opening day. Come on, man. And the head coach is the one that was going to the games and filming the new head coach. He was in on that BS where they were going to stadiums and rolling on their enemies, acting like they were fans, which is totally against the rules. You know?
Well, I think what Minnesota did is kind of along the lines what Nick Saban was trying to get across to Matt Eberflus. He was trying to tell Matt Eberflus the only thing that can mess up Caleb Williams is unrealistic expectations. And you got to block all of that out. He was like, Peyton Manning threw 28 interceptions his rookie year, but they blocked all that out. They didn't give in to the expectations. And I think what Minnesota said is like, yeah, he could probably be back by week 7 or 8, but we've mortgaged our future on this kid. Patrick Mahomes sat a year. It didn't hurt him. Aaron Rodgers sat a few years. Jordan Love sat a few years. Mm-hmm. It's not always a bad thing. Why are we going to rush him back when we want to have him for 10 years? And it helps to not throw these dudes into this save me now mode.
Right.
It ruins a lot of quarterbacks. Now, some quarterbacks just don't pan out. But we've seen the over expectations right away ruin quarterbacks. And I think Minnesota was like, get better, learn to study tape, learn the playbook, up, inside out, upside down, top to bottom. Get ready for next year. What's the point of rushing them out there in week 7, and you're planning to have them for 10, 15 years? Because it's just a torn meniscus.
I agree.
He could play if they wanted him to.
But why? Yeah, but he's going to miss so much time. He's a rookie. Let him come back fully healthy, practice the rest of the year, be the practice squad guy, chill, and take a red shirt year. I agree. It's a good decision by them. Who do they have? Who's their guy? Sam Darnold. They'll go 7.
I do not keep up with Minnesota backup, but
Sam Darnold.
Let's say
they'll go 7-10, 6-11. Justin Jefferson will catch a bunch of touchdowns and do a lot of bitching because they're losing, and they'll have a mulligan year. And maybe McCarthy next year will be a better rookie than he would have been had he actually been thrown into the fire in his real rookie year, because he's now got a full year working with an NFL team, not playing, but still at least being in the building, being around NFL people, working in a pro environment, getting money. So maybe it works out better for him. It's not the same sport, but, Chet Holmgren had to miss a year in Oklahoma City.
Oh, that's right.
And he was damn good. If it weren't for Wemby, he would have been the rookie of the year, although I don't know.
Easy.
I don't know.
I don't agree with that rule either.
I don't agree with that rule either. If it don't matter if you haven't played, you've been on the team for a year getting paid. But had Wemby not been rookie of the year, Chet would have for sure. And Chet gained some weight, grew up a little bit, got mature, and was totally ready to play, and benefited from not playing at all the previous year and taking a red shirt. So maybe that'll help J.J. McCarthy up at Minnesota. The Vikings finally decide to move on from Kirk Cousins, get a top 10 quarterback, draft a kid, and he tears his knee up in training camp. And it sucks. But it's typical Vikings. Vikings fans will tell you they're cursed, and they've been cursed for 50 years.
That was actually a good segue since it's Football Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Speaking of the Falcons, they did trade for a really good pass rusher in Judon. They got him from the Patriots for a 3rd-round pick. And I get why they did it. He's coming off a torn bicep, but when I was looking more into it, they haven't had a double-digit sack guy since 2016. And I want to say it was Fowler, former Cowboys. Fowler still the Cowboy? Did he go to Washington with Quinn? He went to Washington with Quinn, didn't he?
Yeah, Fowler's gone.
Yeah, Fowler's gone. So that was their last double-digit sack guy, and that was in 2016. So it's they're going on a decade without having a guy that can get to the quarterback. Dang. So it was a good trade for them, and they only came off of a 3rd-round pick. So I just thought I'd bring that up because you brought up Cousins, and he's with the Falcons. I know.
I like what the Falcons are doing. They're trying to actually do some winning. They're trying to do some winning.
That team. And they got the Mr. Longhorn at running back. And he's a playmaking some bitch.
They go bring Kirk in for a year or 2. They got
draft
better.
Penix.
Maybe they can go to the playoffs. They go get Mike Big Penix energy. Hell, they've got Case Keenum, don't they? They've got veteran quarterbacks plus Mike Penix. And now they trade for this dude here he'll have 10 sacks minimum this year if he's healthy. Falcons are trying. What happened to the kid they drafted a couple of years ago? He must have got sent to the Colts or something. They drafted
tight end?
a kid. No, they drafted a quarterback late 1st, early 2nd.
Oh God, they sent him away. It didn't work out.
Remember that kid's name? I remember that kid.
See, he was the Cincinnati quarterback. Riddick?
Cam Riddick. Was it Cam Riddick?
Yeah, that wasn't Cam Riddick. It was Riddick, though, but his ass is gone.
Was he a spare?
It didn't work out.
All right. Well, there's your Atlanta Falcons report tonight, presented by Ribaldo Realty Group. Ribaldo. That's my guy, Ribaldo. Jay Ribaldo, the official real estate man.
Jay!
The official real estate agent of In the Building. This is the guy that we can't recommend enough if you're in the housing market, whether you're looking to buy a home, sell a home. Maybe you want to build a home. So this is one of Jay's latest listings. Maybe you want a commercial property because he also does commercial too. I'm talking about it's clearly a former Valero.
Mm-hmm.
It's for sale though. Valero's, I don't know who owns the property, but clearly it was a former Valero, because if you're watching our show, you can see the picture of the building. It's clearly a Valero, but it's for sale. It's empty, and it's been listed. It's right off 35 in New Braunfels. It's been listed for $525. It's a ready-to-go gas station, convenience store with the gas pumps and everything ready to roll. And all you got to do is come on there and take that store over and open up a store,
Or a restaurant or a bar.
Or whatever. Yeah. You don't have to. Yeah, it could be whatever you want. But there it is. It's for sale. So if you have you want to inquire about it, hit Jay Ribaldo up. He does real estate for commercial and residential. That's our guy. 210-887-1081. Or you can email Jay directly, jribaldo@kw.com, as in KW. So choosing, Jay will help you find the right place for you and your family if you're looking for a home. Right neighborhood, right school, right HOA, right property taxes, right number of bedrooms, all that stuff. It's hard to find on your own. That's why you need a cool guy like James. Like Jay. Thank you to Jay, our guy. All right. Case Keenum is in Houston. Who the hell is the other quarterback in Atlanta? All them backup white guys look the same.
I don't know.
Now I'm not going to be able to sleep if I don't know who the damn. No, see, it's one of those dumbass things that I agree. Who gives a shit? But I won't get to sleep unless I figure it out. Falcons QB depth chart. It's somebody we've heard of before. I swear to goodness gracious. Taylor Heineke. Remember him? He played for the Redskins, turned Commanders for about 2 days. My bad. Thanks, James.
He had a good playoff
Taylor
game
Heineke.
with them.
I got my white boys mixed up.
It's all good.
It's all good. All right. Again, it's Falcons.
They all look alike.
Falcons. Steering off course and getting into Falcons. All right.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the latest on the Becky Hammon drama? We don't talk a lot of WNBA in here. Becky is...
Unless it's Becky.
Well, see, and Becky's going through something that a lot of businessmen have gone through for years and years and years and years. And a lot of them have messed it up, which is why we've had laws passed now. And people, sue. Becky got ass whipped by one of her star players who got pregnant. And decided, you know what, we're going to trade your ass for being pregnant. Now, Becky says that's not true. But, so this is the Derricka Hamby case. We talked about this last year. Derricka Hamby filed a complaint with the Players Union. She was Las Vegas Aces. She actually got drafted by San Antonio. She was a Silver Star. Moved to Vegas with the Silver Stars. Becky, this is a girl who's been she's been sixth woman of the year in the WNBA 2 or 3 times. She's been to 4 All-Star games. Her name's Derricka Hamby. So they win the championship in Vegas 2 years ago.
No, 2 years in a row. Oh, after that first one. Yeah, go ahead. So
Derricka Hamby, 3 days after they win the title, she lets Becky know, oh, by the way, I'm having a baby. And she was all excited about it. Well, Derricka Hamby says that as soon as Becky Hammon found out that she was pregnant, Becky started distancing from her. And Hamby filed a complaint and felt like she was being chastised and put out. Ritter, by the way, that's the guy Ritter that Atlanta had. Thank you, man. Ritter, not Riddick. So this girl got pissed off because she felt like Becky was being mean to her because she got pregnant and basically punishing her for having a baby, which is a no bueno thing to do in the business world in 2024. They eventually trade Hamby to the LA Sparks, I think. Hamby made the All-Star team this year. She's already had the baby, and she's still making All-Star games. The WNBA suspended Becky last season, fined the Aces, stripped a first-round pick, but that's not good enough for Derricka Hamby. Derricka Hamby wants money. Derricka Hamby has sued the Aces and Becky. She wants compensatory damages paid. It wasn't enough that the league punished the Aces. This girl wants to get paid. Oh, you wrong me? I need to get money. Okay.
Is this considered civil? No, it's just a lawsuit.
It's a civil. It's a business lawsuit. They're a business. Was her boss. I think the Aces are going to lose this lawsuit because the WNBA's already admitted the Aces screwed up and treated her poorly because that's why they suspended Becky and stripped their first-round draft pick. Now Becky's going to have to pay out of pocket.
It really depends on who you are in that league because I know Skylar Diggins went through some things when she had her baby. I remember Maya Moore went and dedicated her life to getting her lover out of jail that she met online and ended up walking away and dedicating her life. So I could see women going through something when they want to have a child because you got a year of being pregnant and then you got your maternity leave. It's like I could see them being like, well, you ain't dedicated to this team. Like, wait, hold on. Because like a man is just like, my wife wanted me to play tonight, so I'm here. Women is like, yo, they have to carry it and go push the damn thing out of them. So
correct.
That's a tough spot. It ain't a tough spot to be in. It shouldn't even be a thing. I can't believe that Becky really, according to the WNBA, Becky really gave her the cold shoulder because she was having a baby.
Becky went old school like Don Draper shit back in the 60s. You get pregnant, you're fired. We can't be having you have out on maternity leave. You can't help the company.
There's no babies in basketball.
Look, I don't want to. I love Becky Hammon. I'm an Aces fan. Becky's family.
You can't defend that.
No, not really. It looks like Becky did get pretty shitty with her over that, because if there's more to it, Becky hadn't said anything. So it's hard to defend Becky at all, and I'm not trying to get all personal like I know the whole story, but Becky's never had a baby. She and her wife, they adopted 2 kids. So Becky's never had to go through actually birthing a child, and going through that.
Well, you didn't say anything wrong, Mike. I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna mess with that one, but I don't think you said anything wrong. But I think you said enough for both of us.
Oh, okay.
You said enough.
Okay. So you basically said it too, then, not just me.
Yes, I said.
What are you worried about? Pop getting mad and not watching our podcast? Who gives a shit? Becky looks bad.
Pop loves us. Pop loves us.
He loves you. You don't love me. Becky looks bad. I love Becky Hammon. I'm not going to not root for the Aces, but we're going to make mistakes in our lives. Have you made a mistake in your life at the job?
Oh my God.
Shit.
Plenty.
Becky's acting like an old school guy. I picture Becky in the office holding like a glass of scotch at 2:30 in the afternoon. Hey, you're pregnant. You gotta get the fuck if you're pregnant. That's bullshit.
Can you imagine? Like, I walk into the office. I'm this young lady, and I say, "Hey, coach, just like I'm gonna be having my first child," and Becky kind of, "Good for you." And goes back to call. And what the hell is that? And goes back to writing plays. You're like, what are we doing here?
I don't know. All right, LG's pulling something up. Look at this. This is cool. Have you seen this? I sent this to you earlier tonight. Let me set this up real quick. This is a long time in the building subscriber, an old school Thunderdome from back in the radio show days. Real cool tweet tonight that got sent to me. This is a guy called Gilbert, longtime subscriber. Gilbert goes by El Coco 331 on Twitter. This is a shout out from Gilbert at Rucker Park in Harlem from earlier today. Roll that tape on Gilbert.
Hey, Mike and Rudy, we're in the building at Rucker Park, New York City. Thunderdome is here. Now I'm about to go out there and school some of these boys.
Yeah, I don't think he's schooled anybody. Hey, I don't think Gilbert's schooling folks. That's great. How great is that?
Hey, Gilbert, first of all, thank you for even thinking about us while you're out there. That's dope of you. I appreciate it. I did visit Rucker Park in 2021. I took the train out there. I had to go see it. I was in New York for Army Navy. Took the train out there.
That's awesome.
Had to go see it, but there was not it sounded like he clearly had an event there. When I was there, it was just an empty court. Okay. But I had to see it.
Yeah. Yes, they had something going on in the background. You could tell.
Yeah, but his mic still came through.
Man, I have gone through many rabbit holes on YouTube, killing time at night or had downtime in the day watching Rucker Park games. Like when famous guys would show up and play at Rucker
Kareem
Park.
was there.
Yeah,
Kobe,
back in the day. Yep.
Kareem, KD.
Julius Irving. And they also had they had guys that played there all the time, like in their leagues, guys that maybe played in college or didn't have the grades, but they were badass ball players. There have been some amazing basketball players that, for whatever reason, didn't wind up playing in college or the league that became legends at Rucker Park. Have you seen? You said, have you seen the KD video of him just heating up at Rucker Park?
Well, I've seen that video. I think he had like 70.
Yeah, I think he had something like that in a game.
I always love those videos. Like I've seen, who was it? The perfect example, and this I'm making a point, so stick with me.
Okay.
Pritchard, white point guard for the Celtics.
Yeah.
He's playing in some league in Seattle.
Okay.
Destroying this league. Mm-hmm. And see, when we're on the couch with our remote and our beer, who the fuck is this guy? How did he get in the league? And then when you see those guys play against dudes, that's why this whole, oh man, I was supposed to make it to the league. My coach is like, no, there's levels to this shit. Mm-hmm. Like KD could average 70 at a Rucker league. I've seen James Harden destroy the Drew League. I've seen Kobe destroy Rutgers, destroy the Drew League. Like, I just like seeing that because those guys that are out there at Rucker Park or whatever these big leagues across the country in the summer, they really think they're nice enough to be in the NBA until you're head to head with the NBA and there's nothing you can do.
Right.
Nothing. Like Pritchard is a role playing, like hit a three here and there, hustle on defense type guy. And he's out there in this summer league. Like, man, give me the ball. Everybody get out the way. I'm gonna give these dudes 50.
Right.
And I love seeing it because these dudes really think and they are. Some of them got game. I'm not saying you got game, but there's levels to this shit.
Right. Absolutely. Have you seen the Allen Iverson Rucker Park video? That's amazing.
That's an AI one? I didn't know there was an AI one.
AI played at Rucker Park. Yeah. Kobe, KD. The KD was amazing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, and how they all just came running out to him, and you could. That's just no one's getting paid nothing. It's not on TV. It's basketball player playing basketball at a street gym, outdoors in the hood, and it's just badass. All there is,
love it.
It's just cool, and for him to go out and take time to go up to Rucker Park and give us a shout out, that's awesome. What's up, LG?
We got to fix Rudy's mic because it's not working.
Oh, I hear. Oh, is it not like going over the air?
It's his iPhone that's picking up his voice. So when you reconnected, you didn't select your microphone. You selected the iPhone microphone.
No, select mic, not iPhone.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll do a live spot. GC Services Roofing. Rucker Park Talk brought to you by them. GC Services Roofing. Just finished another happy customer last week with Thunderdome, getting ready to go take care of another in the building subscriber. Coming up, I think later this week, it's our guy Russ and Gino serving San Antonio and Corpus Christi for years and years. So whether you live in Bexar County or down on the coast, these guys at GC will help you out. It is GC Services Roofing and Construction, 210-347-0426 or gcservicesroofing.com. gcservicesroofing.com.
How's that, LG?
Oh, there we go. We got Rudy back.
So
y'all say hi to my kid.
What up, MJ?
What up, MJ?
He's not at a rock concert at MJ. Say hi, say hi, man.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
How to do? Okay. See, we got fireworks. Rudy can do it too on his. See, Rudy has it on his phone too. See the fireworks? Oh, we got birthday
There it is. There you
balloons.
go, MJ.
All right. What'd you do in social studies?
We're doing Hawaiian history right now.
Okay. What? See, we got Texas history in Texas. They got Hawaiian history. What are y'all doing in it?
We haven't really done much since it's just the first week, but we're gonna watch a a documentary called The Waterman. It's about Duke Kamanamoku.
I've seen it. It's really, really good. You're going to watch it tomorrow?
I'm not sure when we're going to watch it.
Okay.
I just know we're going to watch it.
Okay, cool. All right. I'll call you when I get off the show. We're getting off pretty soon. Love you. I'll call you back soon. All right, cool. Yeah. So, yeah.
Good night, MJ.
I'm going to call him. I'm going to call that kid back, man. So, The Waterman is actually a really good documentary. Have you ever heard of Duke Kahanamoku?
No.
Duke Kahanamoku taught Johnny Weissmuller was a gold medalist swimmer in the 30s, an American white boy, and he learned how to swim in the hellscape swimming with Duke Kahanamoku. Duke was the first surfer to ever get nationally known. Had these real long surfboards. Duke was like this big, huge, hulking, big Hawaiian dude. He put 2 girls on each arm. He'd have a girl on one arm and a girl on another, and he'd surf with girls on his arm. Or he'd have a girl on his neck, like with her legs, on his shoulders, and he would surf while holding women in the 30s.
That would be you get canceled for that in 2024.
In the 30s, it was amazing, and those girls loved it. They thought it was fantastic.
No, it still would be amazing. You know, the ab control and the leg control and the
unbelievable.
It's crazy. Glutes, hams, every muscle in your body to do that.
Yeah,
so that's
Duke was an Olympian.
I've never seen it. Oh, okay, figures.
Yeah. They waived the whites only swimming rule when they saw Duke. That guy's going to win us a gold medal. We shouldn't be so discriminatory. Let's let this brown man go ahead and surf and swim. And so he swam to a gold medal. He and Johnny won medals. So if you ever come to Hawaii, so the training facility where Duke trained in the teens and 20s and 30s, it's still there in Waikiki. Now, they don't use it anymore. It's been abandoned. But I'll take you to it, and it would be a cool video shoot for you and me to walk out there to this training ground where Duke used to train. Duke's the man. It's called he was like the first world-known waterman. And those kids, I think some of those damn kids in Hawaii, I'm like, dude, pull your ears back. I need to see if you have gills or not. These kids, they're raised in the ocean. They're in the ocean all day long. And they're insane. I mean, the stuff they do is over the top. So if you ever go to Waikiki, Speed Racer X is right. There's right there in the heart of Waikiki on Waikiki Beach, there's a huge statue of Duke holding his board, and people will go and put lays on Duke's head. And so by the end of the day, every night, Duke's got like 50 lays on him. They got to go take them off and chuck him in the trash. Anyway, that's cool. He's going to watch. So my kid's studying the wine history.
Is Waterman like Hawaii's African Bushman? Hawaii's Waterman.
I know you just want Rudy gets creeped out by the word Bushman. He does. Look at him. Look how defeated he is. It's a real thing.
Waterman?
Yes. Native Hawaiian waterman.
Waterman.
Native Hawaiian waterman.
Okay. Y'all ain't
equivalent
shit.
To African.
Y'all
Bushman.
ain't shit.
How's inventory going at the store? I got to go to bed, man. I am surprised I have a voice. I did school and missions tonight. Now this show. How's inventory coming? Y'all making headway?
I'm selling the hell out of that Sterling deal, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm not just making this up. This is why I can't even give you shit. Half of my customers today are teachers. Whipped.
Love it.
Ass whipped. Ass whipped.
That's great.
And I'm like, hey, my students are killing me. Dudes, male, female, doesn't matter. They're coming in, they're looking at the wine section. I'm like, hey, I got this great special. You look like you had a long day. Get you 2 bottles for $14.99. They're like, you know what? I am. And this one dude was like, they put 38 kids in my class. I was like,
38.
Yeah, I was like, sir, 25 of them are learning nothing. I told him that. And the other 13 that are, that's just because they're just exceptional. But you can't learn in a class of second graders with 38 of them in there. So my 50% of my clientele right now are teachers that are ass whipped because they've been, chilling, and then you get 3 days, third day now of just being ass whipped.
I had a good day today. I had some good news. So as you know, I have 7 classes, 3 different courses. I had social studies, Texas history, world history. I found out today that starting tomorrow, I no longer have to teach. We got what's going on?
Nothing. A damn teenager looking for a goddamn charger. Go ahead.
Okay, my bad. No, it's okay. The family first. That's why I take my kids' call when my kids call. I answer the phone. It's funny. I think it's hilarious. Have her come in and sit down next to you and finish the show.
Damn, she's a bushman.
She's a water girl. She works at SeaWorld.
Yeah,
she's out there. She's out there ruining dolphins' lives.
Exactly.
No. So what the hell? So starting tomorrow, I no longer have to teach Texas history. The principals decided that was too much. It's been fine. It's not that I suck, but it was too much for me, and she realized that was probably a mistake. I still have 7 classes, but I only have 2 lesson plans. I have social studies, junior high social studies, and high school world history starting tomorrow. So I only have 2 things to plan for. Now, I've got 4 social studies courses. I don't want to do the same thing 4 classes in a row every day. I might tweak it here and there, but primarily the lesson plans won't change much, so it'll make it easier to prep our, almost said shows. It'll make it easier to prep my classes, which is good.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, I got a teacher in here, Big Ed Bermea. He's going to stop by tomorrow. He's had enough. 3 days in, he needs booze. All right, so go get some specials. We got August specials, Ed. We got 818 tequila for only $24.99, which is cheap for that. Is it Sterling wine that's way on sale right now? Sterling Cab, Pinot Grigio, Merlot, and Pinot Noir, all on sale. You can get a bottle for $9.99, or you can get 2 of those in any combination you want for $14.99 in the month of August, and you get an additional 5% off when you mention in the building. And that's with all purchases mentioned in the building. We have to build our brand in the building, in the building, in the building. I almost think we should call the Longhorn postgame show the In the Building Longhorn postgame show. Because
I'm not mad at that.
We got to get the brand out there, man. In the building, Longhorns. How about Longhorns in the building? Or horns in the building? Horns in the building.
Let me play with it.
Think about that. Longhorns in the building, or in the building Longhorn postgame show. Think about that. Everything we do right now, until we need to get where we need to get, I think everything we do right now pretty much needs to be in the building. For real.
You know what? Like this, we got so much going on. Are you excited for football, sir?
I have so much going on.
That pause scares me.
I'm not. No. It's not that I'm not excited. I don't realize that it's actually upon us.
It's upon us, sir. It's not upon us. It's on our necks.
No. I watched the Cowboy game the other night. I watched Trey Lance suck. I'll be hyped on that Saturday for sure. By August 31, I will be locked in and loaded. I've been studying the team. I can tell you about UT. I can tell you their quarterback.
I know you can. I know
running backs and all that. I probably can't name every guy.
I just don't give a shit about preseason. I don't. I know I'm supposed to.
No,
but
I
I'm
agree.
I'm not gonna fake liking preseason so NFL guy will like me. I hate preseason football.
No. We don't roll that way. Our show, we do what the hell we want on our show, whether it's football, drinking beer, teaching kids, answering the phone, talking to our kids, surfing, talk. We do what we want. They have to adjust to us. We don't adjust to them. The sports I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Start Cooper Rush. Okay, Jason.
That's racist.
That is an ender. Oh, we got money at least. Henry's in here, $4.99. Thank all 3 of you for the hustle and grind. Still having time for to let Thunderdome into your daily. Love y'all hard. No, but it's just we're hustling because I need this to be my only job. But until I can get where it's my only job, I got to do 2 other jobs. By the way, shout out to Mission's co-partner Bob Cohen. Had a good chat with him tonight at the ballpark, and he says shout out. And this is the man who's the former CEO of iHeart, who now is Mr. Cohen he's a big player with the new stadium they're going to build in a few years downtown. He wanted me to tell you he respects our hustle big time. You're working a liquor store. I'm teaching. I'm dancing on dugouts for baseball fans while we get this show where it needs to get. And Bob Cohen wanted me to tell you hello and shout out. And he absolutely respects our work ethic and loves us.
Thank you, Mr. Cohen, and thank you to everybody that tuned in.
Shout out to Tulsa State Skyrise, Tulsa State Fair Skyride, back in the house again. We missed you. Just bought us some coffees. He's asking if we can find the big old long black one drop, and that's a no. It's lost in Drop Valhalla.
Yeah, I've tried to find it, man. But in honor of him, I'm gonna try to find it again. I'm gonna go try see if I can't go down another rabbit hole and find big old long black one. All right, muchas gracias to Kobe Bryant's memory and Caleb Williams and Smirnoff Smash surfboards and teenage daughters and 12-year-old Hawaiian students and DJ LGs and Bob Cohen's in Thunderdome. This is a giant family. We're all in this thing together. Look at the views tonight. Live views are over 300. That's pretty good for us.
I'm about to log on to my 4th job as a call center.
This is Big Black Rudy.
I don't want to look out Girls Gone Wild, Rudy.
What you wearing?
No, I would suck at that. I couldn't do that.
You keep your Showtime rotisserie grill.
With that voice, you'd be amazing. Although you crack up.
I don't know what to say.
You wouldn't be able to say.
I would order a chop shop or whatever.
What?
Slap chop. That's what I'm saying. Not chop
slap
shop.
Slap chop. Oh, God.
Get that slap chop.
Rudy wouldn't be able to.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.